Hey guys, it's Hink here. You guys know, damn well I love my supplements and I do a lot of research on them. And I have a new, is it the new king? I think it could be. And I'm going to explain why, because as far as like what has the most utility, this supplement is up there with L-citrulline. Let's break it down and talk about all of the benefits and everything from literally improving your penile health to helping with size increases to helping with fat loss. And so guys, what are we talking about today? We're talking about a supplement. It's called L-Carnitine. In a nutshell, it's a compound in your body. You can get it from eating typically red meats, and it helps to basically break down fatty acids and turn them into energy. It's mainly produced in the liver and in the kidneys. Now, there are a lot of different subtypes, and Callie's going to put it on the screen here, but in particular, the one I like the most is acetyl L-carnitine, and the reason for that is because it has the ability to cross over what we call your blood-brain barrier, which is a natural barrier that helps to keep basically toxins out of your brain, but it also helps keep things like chemotherapy or even things like supplements from getting into your brain and working. Now, the acetyl L-carnitine format actually is more permeable, so you can actually get some of the cognitive benefits, some of the brain benefits that we're going to talk about in just a second. Sometimes I think I take too deep of dives into the literature, so today we're going to be not doing a speed run, but we're going to be breaking through stuff quickly. So this first paper we're going to look at demonstrates how acetyl L-carnitine or L-carnitine works with improving erectile function, so a major erectile function benefit, mainly through working through that same nitric oxide and cyclic GMP pathway that's necessary for obtaining erection. It helps to upregulate that. Now, this supplement is key for nerve functioning. And so, guys, your nerves are actually what releases that nitric oxide. And so it actually helps with releasing that neuronal nitric oxide. And many of you that are on this channel know how strongly I feel about the benefits of things that are like PDEi inhibitors like Viagra, Cialis. Well, L-carnitine actually works synergistically, like we see here in this paper, to actually help Viagra work better. Now, in this paper is specifically looking at people that have like literally penile nerve injuries, but it literally helps these people get better function when combined with Viagra than just Viagra alone or L-carnitine alone. Now guys, I'm an older guy, I'm in my 40s. This stuff can literally be like, I'm not gonna, try to sell you snake oil, but it can literally be like a game changer for you. So here's a paper here where it shows that actually carnitine actually is, even when compared against actual testosterone therapy, it can improve the treatment of sexual dysfunction, it can improve depression, and so it can improve your mood, and it improves fatigue, all associated with male aging. So if you're an aging male, this is one of those supplements that you really need to add into your regimen here. And you guys know how, I have a whole video about the importance of nocturnal erections as a marker of penile health. And guess what, guys? As seen in this paper, L-carnitine provides significantly more active than testosterone in improving nocturnal penile tumescence, which is erectile function, and the International Index of Erectile Function scores. So it literally proves erectile functions and nocturnal erections. Another thing, guys, you know how pro working out I am, baby. This supplement has major workout implications as well. So here's a paper that actually showed how when you take L-carnitine, it actually improves your actual exercise performance capabilities, helping to reduce oxidative stress and decrease blood like lactic acid. So guys, like if you're ever like working out and you start to feel that like, oh, my muscles are starting to sting, that's lactic acid buildup. And so this can help buffer that to help minimize that lactic acid to allow you to get more reps and more strength in. So it can literally improve your workouts. Better workouts lead to better fat loss. More fat loss leads less fat pad equals bigger PP. And guys, this is a sneaky one, okay? So it can actually upregulate androgen receptors. And so why does that matter? Well, it can actually help literally things like testosterone. Testosterone binds to your, androgen receptors, and that's how you actually get all the benefits of testosterone. If you upregulate those receptors, they're more receptive to the testosterone, so you can get more benefits. And so whether you're on something like TRT or roids, or you're just a natural male trying to get the most out of your testosterone, if you do want testosterone boosted, look at our Vitality supplement, okay? But taking this is going to maximize that receptor ability. Now, another kind of sneaky one is that, guys, the effect of DHT on your penis is through androgen receptors in your penis. Now, this, I do not have a paper to point to say that this works, but theoretically speaking, if you upregulate those androgen receptors, you could potentially, if you're trying to use something like DHT cream, which you should hopefully combine with growth hormone, because you saw my video on testosterone and growth hormone and how that can lead to improved gains, But if you feel like that's a pathway that you need to go down, potentially combining it with L-Carnitine could help to further upregulate those androgen receptors and maximize the gains that you could get. Now, I'm not saying that this, because theoretically speaking, if you've gone through puberty, you know, that's it for you, okay? Like that, you've got your gains. But, you know, it's an interesting theory. And in fact, it's so interesting, I'm going to make a whole video about that regimen. You guys know how important blood flow and circulation is when it comes to PE. And here's a paper here that actually looks at peripheral artery disease for people who have like really crappy blood vessels, primarily in their legs when working out or when trying to walk. There's something that's called claudication, which is basically your blood vessels like, nah, dude, we're out. And you start to have like severe pain because you're not perfusing your legs or getting enough blood flow down there. This paper showed that L-Carnitine helps with that. So you can help increase distal blood flow, like to your pee-pee. Yes, guys, I'm a doctor that uses the term pee-pee in YouTube videos. Like, give me a break. I can't believe you're a doc. You're not really a doc. Now, guys, this is where I really need you to pay attention, okay? This is what I feel like is the most important role for this, okay? Reversing nerve dysfunction. So a lot of guys, either through too aggressive masturbation or through death grip, like gripping their penis too hard when masturbating, or through an injury or something like hard flaccid, have nerve damage to their penis. That is where this supplement truly shines, okay? So here's a paper here. It's looking at bilateral nerve crush injuries in basically rat penises, okay? And what it showed is that specifically the acetyl L-carnitine, this format, and once again, the one that can cross the blood-brain barrier, increases the activity of nerve cells within the CNS, and so it can actually improve the quality of your nerve function. Here's a little sub-paper here that actually showed that it can increase the quality and the quantity of nerve regeneration, guys. And I promise you, I'm not going to take like a super deep dive into like the nerdy components of it, even though I love this stuff. But there's something that are called Schwann cells that actually like wrap the actual nerves or the neurons. And what this does is acetyl L-carnitine actually facilitates the Schwann cells to grow and proliferate. And it also signals things like nerve growth factors. So once again, guys, if you have any kind of nerve injury or you have some numbness because you didn't watch my videos and you're still using a noose extender and you've lost function of your penis, or you have poor erection quality, it could be because literally the nerves that are supposed to release nitric oxide don't have the good function because of damage that might have occurred through things like trauma or even things such as high blood pressure. Acetyl L-carnitine or L-carnitine can make a dramatic improvement, guys. And that's why I put it in my SHIELD formula, guys. This is literally clinically proven to improve nerve function. And this could be anything from literally things like diabetic neuropathy, like pain in your legs, all the way to things like, you know, heaven forbid none of you guys are getting chemotherapy and have nerve dysfunction from that, but especially things like penile injuries. That's why it's one of the main ingredients in SHIELD, okay? And so, guys, if you're having nerve injuries, like, I would love for you to support me. You don't have to, but like, that's why this supplement is so important. Just start it. I don't care where you get it. Just start it. I want you to have a healthy, functioning penis. So guys, now let's talk about actually sperm and semen quality. This supplement, L-carnitine, has been studied in randomized controlled trials where they actually pit one group versus another group and actually blind them so they don't know who's getting what. And it actually showed that there was an improvement in sperm motility, semen quality, and a reversal of infertility when using L-carnitine. Guys, like a lot of you guys want to like, how do I shoot ropes? Well, supplementing with L-carnitine can help with that. And of course, you know, our virility supplement, guys, can also help you shoot ropes or paint faces, whatever you want to do. Here's where I think the acetyl component or the acetyl L-carnitine really makes a difference. There's evidence that shows that it can improve cognitive function. So things like preventing age-related mental decline in an aging male like myself, and improve markers of learning, guys. And here's a couple of the papers that actually demonstrated this. Now, keep in mind, this is mostly in dementia patients, but this is still important data that has important implications. And once again, guys, the smaller the plate, the bigger the steak is going to look. So you want to be as lean as possible if you want your penis to look as big as possible. L-carnitine can help with that. Here's a paper showing that L-carnitine supplementation provides a modest reducing effect on body weight, BMI, and fat mass, especially among adults that are overweight or obese. So this supplement can be a game changer as far as your gym routine when you're trying to lose weight. So once again, guys, it takes the fatty acids, selectively chooses those to benefit to burn those for energy. And so, especially in my guys that are fasting, I love intermittent fasting. If you guys want me to leave a video on like my weight loss tips and how, you know, my abs are starting to show again. I still got a little fluff down here. I'd be happy to make a video going through my supplement recommendations as far as, you know, I'm not just going to be like, oh, you need this from Leviathan supplements, perp. I'm going to actually talk about just the supplements in general. If you want me to do that, leave a comment below. But guys, like I said, this specifically, it helps to shuttle long chain fatty acids into the mitochondria so they can be burnt as energy. So now let's talk about dosage. The standard dose is going to be somewhere between 500 to 2,000 milligrams of L-Carnitine. Now this is one of those supplements that, in my opinion, need to be a little bit more careful with. And I specifically did not include like 2,000 milligrams of L-Carnitine in Shield because there's something that's called TMAO. That stands for trimethylamine N oxide, okay? And why does this matter? Well, L-Carnitine actually gets converted to TMAO in the stomach. TMAO has been associated with some not awesome things in some studies, okay? Specifically atherosclerosis, or basically like a clotting of the blood vessels. Now, you know, if you have high levels of TMAO because you're eating a bunch of freaking red steak, yeah, like no shit, you're gonna get atherosclerosis. And so this has not necessarily been demonstrated specifically when supplementing with acetyl L-carnitine, but it's something that at least provides me caution. And there have been some studies that have shown it, basically in people that have cancer or colon cancer, or like rat cells that have been converted to be more prone to cancer, that the TMAO has been associated with things like cellular proliferation and angiogenesis, which could potentially worsen cancer. There's not clear evidence that it causes cancer, but if you are prone to cancer or have cancer cells, it could make them worse. It's enough to give me a little pause and not be like, you guys need to blast the highest doses, okay? Now, if you want to mitigate your risk of that, all you have to do is take basically a garlic supplement, and specifically speaking, something called allicin, and it's like A-L-L-I-C-N. I can't spell to save my life, guys, but it's a special type of garlic, usually somewhere around 600 milligrams, mitigates the process that changes L-carnitine to TMAO. The other thing you could do is go on a course of antibiotics that literally like kills off the bacteria that actually make the TMAO in your gut, but that's a more extreme version. But if you want to be protected, just honestly supplement with garlic if you want to be super careful. And there are also IM formularies, like intramuscular injections that you can take of L-carnitine that bypass that whole metabolic process and just go straight into your body, into your bloodstream essentially. So guys, in conclusion, I think that this supplement is like one of the best. I'm not going to say it's the best because if I had to choose, if there was a gun to my head and somebody said, is it going to be L-citrulline or L-carnitine, I would have to pick L-citrulline. I just would. Hashtag Vigor, check it out, getting great reviews. But I think that this is an excellent supplement, especially for things like weight loss, specifically fat loss, helping with exercise, nerve regeneration, penile function, maximizing the benefits with things like with drugs like Viagra, cognitive function, nocturnal erections, sexual function, and sperm and semen quality. Like, what other supplement ticks all of those boxes? I honestly don't think there's another one that checks all of those boxes. Pound for pound, this literally might be the best supplement, especially when you're talking about things to help with erection quality and even to supplement with in PE. I think you guys should consider adding it to your regimens. Of course, guys, it is available in my Shield formula online. Link is in the description if you're interested in that. But guys, this is just my take on it, okay? For all my OG Hink followers, you know, please do your own research and form your own conclusions. But I want to know what you guys think. You know, is this supplement overrated? Have any of you tried it? Have you had good response with it? But that'll do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you watching. Please take a second to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love. And if you guys are still watching, of course, all of my supplements are available at leviathansubs.com or on Amazon. The links are in the description. If you guys want to take my enlargement course to actually learn how to get bigger on a step-by-step process taught one-on-one by me, please see the link in the description. Same thing if you guys are having any issues with hard flaccid. I go through how to fix that, how to talk to your doctor about it in the course below. If you guys need any penis enlargement aids, peakmalephysique.com. And if you want to support Callie, his links are in the description as well. All right, guys, peace and love.
Dr. Hink got the plug on the health, yeah. Got you thinking about your wealth, yeah. In his office, no stealth.